Today I'm going to be talking with you on what I title relationship intelligences. Now, I'm going to be talking about 4 of them, but I'll talk about one today. Here's the first thing I want to say. The Bible says, by wisdom is a house built. By wisdom is a house built. Wisdom is a bigger name for the word intelligence. Is that okay? Intelligence is actually a subset of wisdom. All right. Knowledge is a subset of wisdom. Understanding and all of that. Wisdom is a broader language. So when you say by wisdom is a house built, what the Bible is simply saying is that by intelligence is a house built. And trust me, the Bible says a foolish woman brings down our own house. So it tells you that the absence of intelligence is the presence of foolishness. The absence of intelligence is the presence of foolishness. And you don't build a house by aggression. You build a house by intelligence. And one of the major expressions of intelligence is affection. Well, let's get started straight away by talking about the first intelligence that you need in order to build a successful relationship, all right? And I call it positive intelligence. Whoa! Positive intelligence is simply the capacity to use your mind to positively influence, listen carefully, use your mind to influence how you think. How you think, very important, how you feel. How you think, how you feel, how you will, all right? Number 4, how you decide. And finally, how you act and behave. As singles, if you have a partner who has battles on the inside, conflict on the inside, and has not developed positive intelligence, the training of the mind to ensure that the thinking, the feeling, the acting, the willing, the decisions, and the behaviors are all aiding your relationship, making it to work. The absence of positive intelligence will make somebody to have thinking, feeling, acting, decisions, and wills, and behaviors and actions that are totally counterproductive to the health of your relationship. So never forget this, that unsuccessful relationships and successful relationships are all dependent, are all outcomes of whether positive intelligence is at work or not. In essence, relationships that are successful have in them individuals who are using positive intelligence. They've trained their minds not to work against their relationship. Did you hear what I just said right now? I'm going to be introducing you to some concepts. Is that okay? Your imagination about your partner can never take you away from your feelings about your partner. In essence, your imagination about your partner will take you directly to your feelings about your partner. Meaning, what sponsors your feeling is your thinking and imagination. If you see your partner as a wicked person, it will affect your feeling and ultimately to affect the stability of your relationship. There are 2 kinds of relationships: successful relationships and unsuccessful relationships. Now, when it comes to successful relationships, here's what we found out. We found out that in successful relationships, the individuals in the relationship use positive intelligences to influence how they think, how they feel, how they act, how they decide, and how they behave in the relationship, such that their minds serve their relationships. You didn't hear what I just said? Their minds serve their relationship. Their minds work for their relationship. This is the core of positive intelligence. Number 2, take note of this. Unsuccessful relationships are relationships where there's no positive intelligence. In essence, the mind does not serve the relationship. It sabotages it. There are few reasons why you need positive intelligence. Few reasons why you need positive intelligence. Number 1, you need positive intelligence because it increases the quality of decisions you make. Number 2, you need to study positive intelligence. You need to understand and apply it because it increases the quality of success that you have. Number 3 reason why You need positive intelligence or wisdom. It increases your ability to communicate and connect with the opposite sex. It reduces your personal stress level. And ultimately, positive intelligence increases your health status. Your physical health, your mental health is enhanced by positive intelligence. When your mind is trained to serve your purpose, to serve your life, to serve your relationship, what happens is that physically you are healthy, mentally you are sound. Before I talk about how your mind can serve you, let me share with you 5 out of 10 ways by which your mind sabotages you, by which your mind spoils your relationship, destroys your relationship. We call them the 5 saboteurs. Number 1 saboteur is what we call the judge. The judge. This is the lying fault finder. When your mind is ruled by the judge, how do you know that your mind is a mind that has the judge as a saboteur ruling your mind, affecting your thinking, affecting your feeling, your behaving, your acting, your decisions? How do you know the name of the saboteur that is influencing your mind? Well, if that saboteur always makes you to find fault with people, you are always finding faults, you are always looking for fault, you are a fault finder, we call that saboteur ruling your mind the judge. Number 2 is what we call the stickler. The stickler, it's on the screen. The stickler, somebody that likes to stick to something. These are people who take it from the judge and move to another dimension of perfection. Always looking for perfection. Unfortunately, you don't even offer what you are looking for. So you are looking for perfection instead of improvement. Number 3 is what we call the pleaser. The pleaser. The people pleaser. Your life, you just see, what rules your mind is the desire to just be in the good book of everybody. You don't want to offend anybody. You want to make everybody happy. I've been there before. You want to make everybody happy at the expense of your own peace. You take everything. You take insult, you take reproach, you take everything. You are more of a human doing than a human being because you just want to please everybody. Number 4 is what we call the victim. The victim. This is one of the most dangerous saboteurs that controls the mind and makes it to sabotage relationships. Victims, the victim. This is an emotional manipulator. This is someone who knows how to manipulate your partner using emotions, emotional blackmail. You always want to be the victim. We say something. The next thing is you take what you said this about me, but was that all that we said? It's about playing the victim's card. It's a very, very terrible, demonic, manipulative approach. Number 5 is what we call the avoider. The avoider, when the avoider sits on your mind, what that does is that it causes you to be a constant escapist. You will always want to find ways to avoid your partner. Always want to find ways. You are more comfortable in your partner's absence. In order to build a mind that serves our relationship and our lives and our destiny, there are 5 major sage, 5 major wisdom approach you need to engage. Number 1, explore. It is critical that you take note of this. Explore. People with positive intelligence, They explore life and relationship with great curiosity. They just want to learn. They want to know more. Oh my goodness. Can I help you? You never have a qualitative relationship when you already have a ready-made opinion about your partner. Explore. Number 2, with positive intelligence, you empathize. You empathize. You put yourself in somebody else's shoe. You put yourself in your partner's shoe. Now look, wait a minute. I've been buying things for myself. I've been buying clothes for myself. I bought a car for myself. I bought this for myself. I bought that for myself. Wait a minute. I've not bought 10% of what I bought for myself for my wife. I've not bought 10% of what I bought for myself for my husband. How would my partner be feeling? Put yourself in the person's shoe. It's called empathy. Number 3, innovate. Those who are positive intelligence, they always flip things around. They always say, look, can we look at it from a different point of view? They don't look at things from a linear point. They innovate. They vujade, not deja vu. They flip things around. They say, listen to me, okay, why don't you look at this situation from a different point of view? They increase the latitude of their minds. They have space for elongated perspective to issues. They are not narrow-minded, rigid people. People with positive intelligence, they navigate. They navigate, meaning that they always find the easiest way and the best of ways to make things work. They try to find what is the underlying values and the underlying reasons behind the thing, and they find ways around such matters. They don't just innovate, they navigate. They find special ways to get things done, to make relationships work. Lastly, they activate. They activate. What that simply means is that they take decisions that are not influenced by negative interferences or distractions. They take decisions. When it's time to show compassion, when it's time to show love, when it's time to reach out to your partner, you take that decision. You don't just talk about it. When it's time to reach across the wall, you do it. You don't just talk about it, you actually do it. Most importantly, don't forget what I told you. Your mind will either serve your life, your relationship, and your destiny. It will either serve it or sabotage it. Your mind, how you think, how you feel, how you act, how you will, how you decide, ultimately how you behave, can work against not only your life, your relationship, but your destiny. In order for that not to be your situation, study the 5 saboteurs that I mentioned. Avoid them. Embrace the 5 sage that I mentioned. Welcome them into your life. These are wise ones. When you invite navigating, activating, innovating, when you invite such into your life, you are becoming wiser in your dealings with human beings. What that does is that your relationship becomes better. You didn't sign up to marry someone so you can suffer. It happens because saboteurs take over sage. In order for marriages to become better, the sage must take over saboteur.